Hey you guys, so I'm back. It's been a month since I last posted my recent video, and I realized that I need to start being more consistent with my content. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Just has been kind of a little hectic lately due to the fact that I'm already in my last trimester of my pregnancy. My due date is August 31st, so it's literally around the corner. And I can't tell you guys how much ready I'm so ready to have this baby. I really am so tired and drained. And I feel like the only time I feel my most comfortable is when I'm laying down in my bed. And I'm a pretty active, adventurous person, so it's been kind of hard for me to just kind of sit still these past few weeks, but my energy levels have been so low that I have no choice but to really just sit in the house. Yeah, so today was my therapy day. I had missed. I was supposed to vlog today, didn't do that because I was rushing out the house. I want my videos to be more realistic so you guys get to see like my life and what I have going on right now. I'm gonna try one of these days to make a vlog. I call it vlog, and show y'all like a day in my life. But I'm also nervous because I don't know. I feel like honestly my life is, some days are more busier than others. Like I said, today was kind of one of them days. I had to go to my WIC appointment. Yes, I did sign up for WIC because as of right now I'm not working, and you know, at the end of the month it's kind of hard to maintain food and whatnot because Link only gives you so much. And that's why I just been like so like ready for like just to have this baby so I can get back to work, so I don't have to rely on the government. I don't have to wait around for my days to come for when my benefits come in. This is not a life that I aspire to live. Like, I would like to be rich. I would not even that. I necessarily don't have to be rich. I would just like to be able to buy everything I want and not have to worry about the price. You know, just to me, that's like financially free, in my opinion. And that's the life that I aspire to live. I know it's gonna take some time to get there because I definitely could have waited to have a baby because I set myself back. I'm already in the process of trying to get myself together, be with my kids again. It's just a lot that we have to unpack, and I'll be able to speak more about my case and speak more about what's going on later down the line. But as of right now, I can only say so much about what's going on. This is just me being transparent. I really want to move. I really do, because I've been here for a little over a year now where I stay. This is my second apartment, and excuse me, this is my second apartment. And when I first came here, I didn't realize that they had roaches. Yes, roaches. I have dealt with a situation like that before when me, my mom, and my brothers and sister, we were staying at a roach infested apartment back when I was like younger, you know, years and years ago. I think at the time we were staying in Maywood or Bellwood or something like that, and my mom moved us from out of that apartment to the suburbs. So it's like I'm going backwards, I feel like. And I'm also like filled with anxiety because I'm about to have a whole brand new baby. It doesn't look as bad because I do keep my house pretty clean, but also I can't control everything that's going on. This is, I believe, where I reside, it's been an issue for years and years and years and years. So they were already here before I got here. So yeah, I don't really care about anybody's opinion because I'm being very transparent. At the end of the day, it's a lot of things that we can't even control in our lives. So why not me just be honest about my situation? So maybe I could get connected to help and the people that are able to understand where I'm coming from. Because how can anybody help me if I'm not being authentic about what I have going on? You know? So I figured there's no point in me like trying to hide it. It's no point. Like, it is what it is. I feel like nowadays, there's nothing wrong with making money off of your pain. I've been through a lot of things, and I could make a whole video about some of the things that I've been through, or all the things that I've been through, but I'd rather not that would be considered trauma dumping, and I don't want to make this about all the pain that I've been through. But I just feel like it doesn't hurt to be honest about what's going on in your life. I have been going through things since I was 16. I've been dealing with homelessness since I was 16, you know, and I feel like it took for me to make the steps. I had support along the way, but I was pretty much doing everything on my own to get my own place, to, you know, have a source of income for myself. So if I'm doing everything on my own, why not talk to other people, network, you know, share my story? Maybe this can inspire other people and other women, men, whoever that's going through what I'm going through, to be not ashamed of what you're going through, but just to embrace it and realize, like, it's just a part of the journey, you know? It's nothing for me to be ashamed about. Yes, I come from pretty much nothing, you know, but also my mom did give us a good life. We were living in the suburbs, so I kind of put myself in a predicament or position to where I had to lose everything and lose things just to gain, and realize that I'm also the reason why, you know, I went through a lot of things that I went through. I should have never gotten pregnant at 16 and then had my baby at 17, because a lot of my trauma stems from that choice, that decision that I made. Not saying that I don't regret my baby, I don't regret having her, I just regret the father that I gave her, and the fact that I was more focused on growing up than to just be living my life and being a kid. I probably wouldn't even be going through what I'm going through right now. You know, I probably wouldn't even be where I'm at right now if I would have just listened to my mom and did what I was supposed to do, like going to school and, you know, getting good grades. And I just stopped caring about a lot of things. But I also was going through things too at that time. Let's be real, like my parents had just separated, and I was more closer to my dad, so I was dealing with a lot of things around that time, and, you know, just feeling like I never felt like I was emotionally supported. I would get into fights at school, girls would try to bully me. It was just a lot of stuff that my mom knew about these things, but I don't think at the time that she was able to emotionally support me, because she was still dealing with the separation with my father as well and her own traumas. So she couldn't really be there for me like how I would have wanted her to. And that's something that I'm still like getting over, you know. And now, right now, at this moment, she's raising my son, you know, so that's another hard pill to swallow. It's like, I just want to be able to do everything and be everything that my kids didn't get. The attention, the love, the care, the conversations. I would hope that my parents or anything, they did the best that they could, you know. We also have to learn that as we get older, once we have our kids and we see how hard it is to even raise one is hard. So just imagine having multiple children in the home, and you know, we just got to understand that our parents were human. So the traumas that we dealt with them, we have a choice. We have a decision to either carry that or to accept it and just plan a better lives for ourselves and our children. There's no point of holding on to the hurt and the anger and the frustration. I mean, it's okay to be hurt, because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm still hurt by some of the things that happened to me. But you can't make that as an excuse to, like, with how you move and how you deal with things, because all it does is hold you back as a person, really. And that's honesty. I wanted to just touch base and say that, like, right now I really don't feel too much supported. Sometimes I feel like things are happening to me instead of for me, especially, we could go back all the way from 2023 when my daughter passed away. And this is why I like being at home. This is why I like being on my own, because if I would have just stayed more to myself back then, my daughter probably would still be alive. And I had to learn the hard way that, like, there's more bad out here than there is good dealing with people. You could be a good person, but don't always think that everybody has good intentions for you just because you're a good person, because a lot of people don't. And that's the reality of it. Even the people that are supposed to be supporting you and being there for you or on your team, it's hard for me to trust people now due to the fact that I was betrayed so badly. And not only just that was the biggest betrayal of my life, witnessing what happened to my daughter, but just overall in life, feeling betrayed, feeling like I never had no support. It definitely, like, fucks with your mental. It definitely makes you feel like you're doing everything on your own, or you're on your own, you know. It's you against the world type of thing. And I used to be like the sweetest girl. I used to want to be friends with everybody, used to make friends with everybody. Now I'm just so closed off, barely will speak sometimes, because of, you never know who you dealing with. You never know who you're talking to in this world. And I kind of like the fact that I'm like that now, because it's like a protective barrier with me. But at the same time, I feel like I'm lonely at the end of the day. I don't really have a group of friends. I don't really have nobody to talk to. So that's why I'm making this video, because I don't know, maybe I could make friends and make connections on here, and maybe this can help me to grow or give me a new perspective on my life and what I'm dealing with, because there's a lot of things that I could just, like, get personal about, but I don't want to get too personal, because, you know, for the most part I'm kind of private. But also when doing content like this, you have to be a little bit more open and expressive. So it's helping me to be more open and honest and not shameful about what I'm dealing with, because it's like we all going through stuff right now. I know I'm not the only one struggling. I know I'm not the only one that's dealing with my situation or going through the situation. I'm sure it's other similar situations out here, similar moms and parents going through things. So like I said, maybe it'll help me to grow connections with you guys and realize that, you know, I'm not alone in this, and we don't have to be alone in this. We could be together. And yeah, so I just wanted y'all to know that I'm keeping my head up. I'm trying despite the odds against me. I hope y'all can do the same. Whatever situation you in, just know that if you speak to God about it, and if you stay hopeful instead of being negative about your situation, that things could change. Just because you're told no once doesn't mean you're gonna always be told. You just gotta stay focused, keep going, being consistent. When you really want something, you're not gonna give up. So just try not to give up with whatever it is that you want. Cause I know despite what I'm dealing with right now, I'm not gonna just give up, because I have the potential to live the life that I really want. I can see that. I could see myself being wealthy. I could see my kids being wealthy. I just have to keep going. I give up now, I won't see it. So maybe that'll motivate y'all to keep going in your situations and just stay strong. I know that sounds cliche, everybody say it, but it's true. Start alchemizing your pain. That's what I'm doing. Talking about it and making something happen. And it's gonna get done. It may take some time, because everything don't happen overnight. It may not happen in a few days. It may take a couple weeks. That's another thing too, dealing with poverty, or dealing with, you know, just like not having the money to get rid of or fix your problems right away. Things take time, and it is what it is. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.